And we're recording, so no pressure, Bethy, but you're in front. I'm going to hear everything that you say. Sounds good. So go ahead and log on to Canvas. Computer's up and going. You know how to get there from our home page. Yes. Yes, sweetie? Okay, I can come help you. So remember, you can always link there from our homepage, Canvas, log on. The first thing that I want you to do, don't mind that Pandora. It's good music, I like that song. I know, right? Once you get in, go ahead and log on. There's 3 things that I want to check in your account. So once you log in, go down to your account. There's 3 things that I would like to check in your account. JC, I'm coming. You what? So you still need me or you don't need me? Okay, fine then.
Do I need to hit this accept thing at the top?
No, you can. Oh. Read just as a warning, I'm going to stand right in front. Oh, if that's annoying, so you can see. Oh. I got a little wall. Do you see my little? Yes. Just my computer rest. Yep, I can come help you. Thank you. So go ahead and log on. Remember, there's 3 things we're going to check in your settings before we move on. I'm going to speak it right here. I'm going to go right next to you. Okay. So the first time that you log in, it's first name, period, last name. And then I put it up on the board there for you, sweetie. Your password is Fairberry, all lowercase, all together. Navani, don't do it. First name, period, last name. Password Fairberry, all together. All lowercase, all together.
Password
the first time you log in. If you've logged in before, then use whatever you have done. Okay.
No, I haven't.
Okay, then you're fine.
If you're already logged in.
Yeah, and he's good. So the couple things that I want you to check in your accounts. So go to account and then settings. So JC, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to change your password. Botany. Keep your hands, too. Okay, so JC, I'll help you go back in just a second. Your password should be your school numbers. Because if Joe's puts something weird and then she puts like my yellow dog 17, and then she comes to me and forgets and needs help back in, I don't know my yellow dog 17. I can look up your school numbers, but I can't look up some weird random password that you put on it. So set it to your school numbers so that your email, your computer, and your Canvas all have the same password. When you log on to and go to your account, so your password should be changed, I want you to scroll down and there's a left side and a right side. You need to make sure that Google Drive is on your left side. You go down and Google Drive is on the right. You need to click Google Drive and you're going to hit a button that tells it that you can authorize. This is going to tell Canvas that it's allowed to pull stuff from your Google Drive. Devani, go ahead and go sit by Miss Ackman, please. She just looks lonely. Sorry, Betty. Right here. Thanks. So your Google Drive should be on your left. If it's on the right, you're going to click on it, authorize, yes, Canvas can access your Google Drive. That does 2 things that are helpful. 1, when you go to turn in an assignment, it'll pull up your Google Drive for you so you don't have to go somewhere or submit a link. Number 2, which is really appreciative, I really appreciate, number 2, you don't have to share anything with your teacher. You've told Canvas it's okay, you've told Google Drive it's okay, so when you submit something, you do not have to share it with your teacher. Then your teacher doesn't have to get an email that says, ding, Watson shared with you, ding, Bethy shared with you, ding, Meg shared with you. And when like this semester, I had 122 students. It's really annoying to get that many emails. Okay, so if you have it on the right, click on it, authorize it. Once it's on the left, that means that your Google Drive and Canvas are synced together. No more sharing, and it'll automatically pull it up for assignments. The last thing I want to teach you today that you're going to love is if you have been on Canvas before, you've learned that they like to send you 18,000 emails a day. Right? So when you're in settings, notifications, you want to go to every row that you don't want and hit this X. Don't send me anything. Every time a teacher creates something, puts a due date on it, it'll send you an email unless you hit don't send me anything. So if you, this check mark means send it to me right away. This means send me a once-a-day summary report. Okay? This is a weekly summary report, or please don't send me anything. I pick please don't send me anything, because like I said, I had 122 students this semester, and I don't want an email every time you guys breathe in Canvas. And I know it's just as obnoxious from your end. You have a bunch of teachers, you don't want an email every time we do something on our end. So I have mine set up that I get a once-a-day summary of what's happened. I want one email a day that tells me everything that happened that day on Canvas. No. So, it's in your notifications. You can go down your list if you want and hit XXXXX. All the way down. Choose what you want to be notified about and what you don't. If your teacher sends you a message, you'll still get it. That's not a notification. Notification is a grading change, a new assignment, a new announcement. But you'll see all of that when you log into Canvas. You just don't need an email about it. Great.
I put that
For all of them? Yeah. It's going to notify you of those things, Claire, when you log into Canvas. This is just saying, in addition to the Canvas notification, do you want an email? And my answer is, no thank you.
Where did you go back to get that notification?
Okay, so once they're under account, it's under notifications. So they click on account on the bottom left, and then notifications. So your password should be changed to your school numbers. Password is changed to school numbers. Your notifications should be turned off if you want them off. I want them off. If you want them off. There we go. So you see, this was what I was trying to show you when I had my screen zoom. When you're under settings, you go to edit settings here on the right. Then you can click this button that says change password. So your password's your school numbers, you changed your notifications, and you have authorized Google Drive, and it's now on the left. Yes? All good? Okay, on the top left, your dashboard is like your home screen. It'll tell you your classes. It'll also kind of give you a little running tab of all of your classes on the right-hand side. Courses we'll come back to. If you click on calendar, there's a couple things I want to tell you that I like. Number one, it's going to pull everything you have for all of your classes. So you'll notice my calendar looks different than yours. You have these purple assignments on the next 2 days that I've created for you. We're going to do them in class today. You don't have this other stuff because this is from my other classes. Meg, you have this other stuff. So what is nice about this is, remember when you were in the 7th grade and we tried to beat you into filling out your agenda? We did agenda checks and we made you write down what you did for all your classes, and you guys avoided it and hated it and whined about it. This calendar is like a personal agenda. So it takes, if your math teacher puts an assignment on here, it puts all of your classes on your calendar together. So Meg's calendar will say, English paper due, STC stuff due, math assignment due, science lab report due. It pulls all of your classes in together. The second thing that I like that you'll notice, we'll go back and look at the end. The second thing that I like is after you submit something, it puts a line through it, like checking it off the list. So when you go to your calendar after you submit it, so right now yours don't have lines through it. We'll go look at the end and you'll be able to see that they have lines through it. Okay, your inbox is the same things that you would be notified as email. So if your teacher sends you a message, it'll go to your inbox. An account we've been to, you don't have that thing called Commons, that's my teacher. When you go to do assignments, this is what I'm going to tell you is a pet peeve of mine as a teacher. Don't just randomly start clicking on things. Like, don't just go to your calendar and go, I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to do that, then I'm going to jump over here and do that. There's probably an order that you should do things in that will make the most sense. So that'll happen in your modules. So first we're going to go to your course. So you can either go from your dashboard or you can click on courses. You'll have different courses than me, and remember, I'm on the teacher side, so I look a little different. But you're going to click on roll out. This is what the homepage of a class will look like. The teachers can personalize this, so every teacher's will look just a little different. I like to put a homepage. It's kind of like a news feed that you have at the right. It'll tell you things that you have coming up that are due, things that you need to be working on. You can only see what I as a teacher let you see, so you don't see all this grayed out stuff. What you see is syllabus, and if you click on syllabus, you can see, if I were a teacher, this is where I put my syllabus. I just put for you, wah, wah, wah. This is where I would put my syllabus. It also creates for you, as your teacher creates assignments, it creates an assignment matrix at the bottom so you can see the assignments that will be in that class. When you go to grades, I'll show you an individual grade report. Remember, I'm in the teacher side, so this is my teacher grade book. Yours will look like, let me bring my friend Chance up here. Yours will look like this. So when you submit something, it's submitted. This is not graded yet. This is submitted and graded. Over here on the right, when you see a little like voice box, Jordan, will you close the door, please, sweetie? This means that the teacher commented on your assignment. So like Chance was being a turkey this morning, he just copied off Pablo and thought I didn't know about it. Push the door open and it'll fall out. Push the door all the way open. And he just copied off of Pablo, and I was like, 0 points, you copied off of Pablo. Okay, but if you go into your grade book and you see a speech bubble, that means that the teacher commented on your work. When you log into that class, if you have a new grade, it'll give you a number after grade. So it'll say like number with a 1 and a blue circle, and that means that you have a new grade posted. And again, don't go to the grade book and just randomly start clicking on things to do. You want to go to, dun dun dun, modules. Modules are your best friend. As a teacher, for me, modules are like units. So for my kids, we have a module for cells, and then we have a module for genetics. Then we're going to have a module for body systems. We have a module for each unit that we do. The teacher controls what goes in the module and in what order. So in STC, it's really important that things are in a certain order. I can change this. So you don't just come in and, oh, this is our module. I'm going to start here, and then I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to do a little bit of this, and then here. It's not going to make sense. And your teacher is going to be annoyed when you start here and you say, I don't get what we're supposed to do, because it's assuming that you have done these things above that probably explain it. So when you go into the module, do things in order, and your life will be easier. So today, we are going to be working in the Practice Canvas module. Something I like about Canvas is when you tuck a module, it stays tucked. So I don't have to come in and retuck these every time and scroll for 5 years. Once you tuck it, it stays tucked. So that's your schedule. So if you get lost today, you just go and you find your schedule. And if I didn't make any more errors like I did on this class, then it should tell you where to go. Today we're going to be in the Practice Canvas module. So if you would go to that, please, I will zoom in a little so you can watch what we're doing. So you're in the one-to-one rollout. You're in modules, and I want you on the Practice Canvas module. Okay, this first one is an assignment. If it's an A with a paper, that means it's an assignment. You can see the due date will be listed and the number of points that it's worth. The next one is just a link to an outside website. So sometimes your teachers, we write these really long URLs on the board, www.blah-blah-blah, / blah, 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 right? And then you guys can't type it right, or God love them, my 7th graders who can't type it right, okay? And so your teacher might just put a link in there that says, instead of typing all this, go to this page to do this. So this will just link you to an outside source. I just did our home page. But if it has this hyperlink symbol, that means it's just a link to an outside source. This Q is a quiz that we'll do in a little bit. We're going to practice a discussion board. I'm going to show you how I can embed outside tools. If there's nothing to the left of it, that's an announcement. So this is not an assignment. Look, there's no due date, there's no points. This is not an assignment. This is just an announcement. Just letting you know something's going on, or this is day 2, or whatever it is. So just a header, that's just an announcement. The first thing that we're going to do together is this practice assignment. So if you please click on the practice assignments. won't take you very long. I'm also going to show you while we're doing this how everything looks from the teacher end. So you'll see how the teacher gets things to grade it. So it says this is an assignment. There's different ways to submit assignment. I'll show you all of them in a second. You can type a response right into the text submission. This is good for like short responses, but like when Meg had a 1,500 word essay due and she did like 1,800 words because she's an overachiever, you should not type 1,800 words into a text submission box. But if there's a short prompt or a couple questions, that would be a good way to respond. You can submit a URL. So if you have a s'more, or if you have a Prezi, or anything like that, a Blogster, you can submit a URL. You can upload a file, whether it's a PDF or a Word document. You can select a Google Doc. Remember, you do not have to share, and it's already linked with your Canvas. And you can even upload a video of yourself. Okay, but be careful, because we don't, for a few reasons. One, be careful because your teacher's going to see it. Two, check what's behind you in the background, right? If your like sister just got out of the shower and you share a room, you shouldn't be making a video submission. So you got to pay attention if you're at your house about what's happening in the background. But I'll show you those ways. We're going to do a text entry. So what we're going to do is I'm going to copy this prompt because I'm lazy and I don't want to type that whole sentence again. You're going to hit the blue button at the top that says Submit Assignment. Here's those choices we just talked about. You can upload a file. You can enter a website URL. It will automatically load your Google Drive. And you can just pick from your Google Drive and hit Submit. Or that media, it will use the microphone and the camera in your Chromebook and you can record a submission. So if you're going to miss your speech for speech class, you can record your speech and submit it. Miss Beck might say to you, you need to do a playing test and submit to me this playing test. But you can upload media files or you can record media files directly from your Chromebook. We are going to do text entry for today. So I copied the prompt because I'm lazy. I'm going to paste it right in. You're going to be really nice because it's the holiday season, so we're only going to say nice things. You have lots of teachers that go out of their way to do nice things for you. My favorite teacher is Mrs. Anand because she makes me happy sometimes.
You spelled naughty wrong. That's so dumb.
Sweet cookie. Big sweet cookie. Is it one cookie or 12?
Here. Depends on how many she eats.
That's right. Is that a fat joke, Meg?
Hey, hey, hey.
Because she's a woman, Meg? No, JP would be a trouble for sure. Alright, so you finish the prompt. You can make it beautiful. Look, I'm going to say, I'm going to make this beautiful just like Mrs. Anand is. And we're going to make it bold. And we're going to make this font bigger. All of this is right in your text submission box. Did you hit submit the blue button at the top? And then I chose the text. If you scroll up a little bit. Oh, let me come help you. Oops, I'm sorry. Whoever I hit. Oops, sorry, Rita. Here's your choices. You can file up.
Mrs. Linder, can
Yeah.
you come here real quick?
Yep. Watson, are you gonna be in trouble?
I'm confused.
It's Watson.
No, let it help. We're not. I don't know what.
I don't want coffee.
Oh, oops. There's no. There was no first copy. You're gonna type it and then hit submit. Okay. Now. Okay.
I don't want to choose one.
Huh? You have to highlight the text first. Highlight the text. Okay. You can, if Mr. Simpson or Mr. Suey give you an assignment and they say answer these questions about Abraham Lincoln, and then because you're such a good student, you're like, not only that, but look at this really great video that I found on Abraham Lincoln. You can embed it right into your entry.
How do I make it bigger?
Boom! You select it and do font size. Font size is right here. Do you see what
Oh,
I'm
I see it now.
So now that video is
Yeah.
embedded into my answer. You can insert pictures or hyperlinks or any other external tools right into the text entry. When you're finished at the bottom, you're going to hit Submit Assignment. And then, it's like, boom, you did it. It's going to check it off of your calendar for you. I'm going to come into the gradebook and show you how it looks from the teacher end. So who in this class wants to volunteer, and you're going to let me
I
put this
volunteer
up on
to
the screen?
distribute. I volunteer to distribute.
Okay, I'll get you in a second, Devon. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom because Meg's going to be a Vaughn at the bottom.
Oh, I saw me.
Not the clear bottom, but we're pretty far down there. Oh, you can if you're, remember if you're under your account and you want to change it to your beautiful face, you can edit your profile. Put your
Oh,
beautiful
I already
face
did.
there. Nope.
Already edited my
Bon,
profile.
bon, 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 bon.
Right
Alright.
there, babe.
It tells Mrs. Winter there's a text entry. I'm going to grade it. Remember, this is the teacher end of things.
Oh, I have
I do. Meg loves Louis Pasteur, and sometimes Meg and I like to drink hot chocolate together. So, he does love crunchy things. So I'm like, Meg, that's a fantastic answer. Not only do you get all points, but I'm like, you know what, I should say something nice to Miss Meg. Meg, I really enjoyed having you class.
Good job.
Now when Meg logs on to her grade book, she'll see that little discussion, that little word bubble, and if she clicks on it, she'll see my comment on her assignment. Is there anybody you see you want to be nosy about?
Yeah.
Who you want to see?
Now you gotta go to mine. Because mine is very awesome.
Do Ludwig. Yeah, what's
Want to see Ludwig? Who's Ludwig's favorite teacher?
Ludwig
Yeah.
Third.
Then we grade him if we don't like it.
Yeah, we'll dock him. We'll dock him if he puts.
Are we seeing who's on the teacher?
Mr. Martin, because he's awesome, nice, and funny.
Okay, now go to mine. Because mine's legit. Okay, I guess that's fine. Dot, dot, dot. Smiley face. Good one, Helen.
Okay, and we'll give him points for it. So you submit it, you go, this is the teacher view, your teacher goes along, sees their submission. So you also can't do that. Janessa can't say, oh no, I submitted it. No, you didn't, because I can log on here and not only see that it's submitted, but I can tell what time RJ submitted it. Exactly.
Did he put his dad?
You can resubmit. You want to be nosy and look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can resubmit. What if you, like May, put Mrs. Winter, and then Mrs. Winter yelled at May, which would not happen, sweet baby May. I yelled at Meg, and Meg was like, I don't like you anymore. I like Mrs. Dukes better. You can go in and resubmit. So you resubmit, and it will notify the teacher that you resubmitted the assignment.
Oh, yeah.
RJ's favorite teacher is
But he put Mrs. Winter and he said that.
Boom.
Boom. Told you.
Well, it just looks good on this one because there's two of us. So, we're probably only half mine.
Okay, now you gotta do mine.
Okay, Navani. Will this hush you up if I pick yours?
What?
Alright, Navani.
What did Austin
Right there.
put? What did Austin put? I want to see what he put too. Because Andrew is legitimate. I made it big.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Garfield because he yells a lot. He doesn't have an inside voice. Sometimes we say to Mr. Garfield,
He does now. He's sick.
inside voice.
Oh, I don't have
Voice
it.
carries really well.
Okay. It does.
Go to Austin.
His
Are you
voice
going to
naturally
Austin's?
carries very well.
Austin.
Okay, Navani, though, you gotta be a little, oh, boom! That one I'm gonna take.
Yeah, she's funny.
Good answer. Navani, that's my Mr. White. Navani, you gotta be, you're making noise. That thing right next to you is recording the session for kids that aren't here. I know. Thank you, honey. I'm just telling you, it's probably picking up the noise. Alright, so let's go back to that module. Practice Canvas module, please. Assignment done. Check, check. You guys did amazing. The next thing that you can do in there is a practice quiz. It's 5 whole questions. glad you're sitting down. Trivia quiz right there. It'll grade you automatically, so every one of you will have a grade in your grade book now. So go on, take your quiz. Number 3, if you get number 3 wrong, we're not friends anymore. Yeah, go take your quiz, go to your practice module.
Miss X said
Who do you think I am? How you doing, Bulldog? It's almost lunchtime.
First of all,
The last one till lunchtime.
it's Skiven.
Devotney. Devotney. You like my child. Thank you. And just playing Mrs. Engel and I went for a walk. We didn't know there was sunset. That was the problem. Yeah, see? We didn't know that there were
Oh wait, we are doing them in the shops.
I have to do America, dude.
What do you get on it? Ooh, I got just guess.
Oh, yeah.
There's 7.
Contrary to what you're going to say, it's not a carrot. Not a carrot. It's a red button.
I got a
Think of the song.
Hey, I got.
Oh, Ken was right. This is right here.
Oh. Where is this thing?
You're in the practice canvas module.
I'm putting false because that's your opinion.
Hold on, look at the board. It says practice canvas. And then trivia quiz. But you got a little hitch in your video. That's all that picture herself. She had it all. Oh, it made me laugh.
Nose made out of Aiden. What is Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of?
Hold on, I'm leaving behind real quick.
What?
Are we good on the quiz? We know how to take a quiz. It'll grade itself. You'll have a grade in the grade book.
Yeah.
Good in the hood?
Oh, dude, Aiden, I got 5 out of 5. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that, Aiden. You got a 4 for me.
All right, the next thing I'd like for you to go to, please, in the practice canvas module, something that I use a lot and I think other teachers will too, is the discussion board. It looks like a speech bubble. Let me give you a really big hint. A really big hint. You need to hit this reply button. When you start typing in here, that's you searching through other people's posts. You have to hit this reply button. And you post, and then a lot of times your teacher will ask that you comment on a classmate's. You can't see your classmates' posts until you post. So Beth can't just like copy and paste Meg's answer. So to prevent Beth from cheating, I make it so that you can't even see anybody else's until you post. So you go into the practice discussion board, please. Read the question. Hit this reply button. After you hit the reply button, you will see all 7,000 responses.
Holy.
Yeah, there's 3 pages.
So you want us to do this right now?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Like Beth, you've done discussion boards, not everyone has.
Yeah.
Did you hear Aiden? He's pretty nice. He's pretty nice.
Lots of us being nice.
Yeah. It is?
What's more important, talent or hard work? Not everyone can be like Isaac and I and be born with both. What's more important and why?
Hard work. Wait, what do we have to put? Reply or what?
Hit this reply button right there, Claire.
I have no reply button.
Scroll down a little. So wait, duck under the camera, please. Where did you go to this from?
Modules, and I went to a graphic kit.
Okay, just show me again. Remember, you can tap
Job,
these
Andrew.
little stay tucked. I'm gonna practice.
Bring your bag over here.
Slow down a little.
Oh.
We got
And there's a reply
9
button.
minutes left.
I'm charged for 9 minutes.
Yes, that means lunch.
I'll charge
You
it
don't
for
know what
9
to
minutes.
put? Okay, I want you to show. I'm gonna go back to
We'll
my.
probably get 1% out of it.
Yeah, we will.
Oh, I thought you were reading yours was like that.
I will show you the back end of things of how it shows to your teachers. Watson, did you post and reply?
No, I haven't replied.
Have you posted and replied? Read? Okay. I'll show you reads so you can read it's an answer I can put on the board, right? Okay. Let me show you how it looks from the teacher side. So yes, I, the teacher, can go through the whole discussion post. I don't want to sort those and find Reed. I told Reed you need to post and comment on a classmate's. This speech bubble tells me that it's been submitted. You go to the bottom because Reed is a W. Holy smokes, we got a lot of children. Look at that, Reed. You're right above me, man.
Like Wednesday?
When I open it, as the teacher, it pulls Reed's posts and his replies. So yes, I can do one click and go view the whole thing. Reed, I thought you replied, man. Did you update it?
Chuck E. Cheese.
Okay, so he did his post. It'll pull his replies right underneath it for me. It'll say, these are his replies. I'm like, Reed, that is amazing. 77 whole points out of 77. And I could comment if I wanted. Amazing, Reed. Huh? This is Reed. He's been with you all day.
Good job. Because I haven't replied. Who's
Remember, if you submit something, again, it's going to tell your teacher. If you submit something late, it's going to tell your teacher. I can even go on. You want to see something that I love as a teacher?
Yeah.
When you scroll to the top, Meg, I think I've showed you guys this before.
How many hours you put in?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna.
Still me now and buy them on.
I usually like this one.
It tells me exactly how long you've been on.
That's cool.
So when I can log on here and you're like, no, I did all the homework, I worked all my, yeah, for 15 minutes. Okay, it logs everything. I can see when you were on, how long you were on for. Reed, let's scroll to the bottom. I bet I'm winning this. Usually I win this contest. Let me think.
Look at mine.
Yeah, look at mine. No, what do you want us to do after we post?
What? Where's mine?
Oh, 9 hours and 50 minutes.
If you really want to win this, you just leave your laptop open at home.
Things not to tell the children. Betty.
Yeah, good job.
But anytime it goes to sleep, I won't count it. It'll put it to sleep. Alright, there's a couple more things I want to show you this module. Yes,
What do
Isaac?
we do after we post our thing?
You just sit there and look handsome?
Okay.
Done.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, are you being sassy? Really? Really, sir?
Nope.
So you did your assignment. I showed you a link. We did a practice quiz. We did a practice discussion board. Remember, that's just an announcement. This helps me as a teacher, and I think you'll like it. Sometimes we have different filters too. So I want to show Meg something that's on YouTube. I think it's fine. I send it to her. You try to click on it. It's blocked by our filter. We have issues. I can embed a bunch of external tools into modules too. So maybe I'm going to have Meg watch this video and then answer a discussion post about it. But I can embed YouTube videos right into it. So this is embedded. I'm going to watch one of my favorites. This makes me laugh. If you don't laugh, then you're not funny.
Okay, then I just won't laugh.
Well,
I'll
I'm
keep
sure
a straight
you look at
face
his
this whole
face
time.
Oh,
I'll keep a straight face this whole time. I'm good at it.
Oh,
How is that?
Hey, he's up after you. All right then. Oh, mate, that was wicked. You know it. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm not festival.
You know the first band's not on for half an hour.
Whatever. Well, that's it. What's the saga? Look at the world.
He goes, I got hurt. I'm so hardcore.
Brilliant, an injury. Oh, I'm so hardcore.
Wait for it. Wait. Coming up.
There we go. Good. He's doing it. Oh, it's so funny. I know. Find out. I know the same. All right, what's more? You ready? Yeah. Picture the scene, yeah? One of us, right? What's in the bar? Up comes the barman. It says bonus grass. What an unface! Is this gorilla enough for ya? Yeah?
You want to see my other favorite one?
Yeah.
Daytime, nighttime.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
Great.
that one.
Again. Lots of food.
Daytime! Nighttime! Nighttime! What are you doing? Having a game of nighttime, daytime. You want to play?
No, you're right. I got an Xbox.
Oh, look at me. I'm Jamie Oliver, the naked chef. I'm a rock star with a herb garden. No, wait. I'm organic Jamie, the homely chef with a family I grew in compost. Make your mind up, mate. I'll never forgive him for what he did to those poor turkey twizzlers.
Would you just like to open wine, sir? You going anywhere nice on your holidays? Yeah, don't try and talk when my hands are in your mouth, sir. My wife and I are thinking of going abroad this year. Dudley, she's got family in the zoo over there. You got kids? Please don't talk when my hands are in your mouth, sir. Do the fill in here, actually, at the back. Is it mainly bananas you eat? I won't tell you again, sir. Please don't try and speak when I'm working inside your mouth. Right, I'm just going to have a cheeky little taste. That's not bad, actually. Now what's done is just need to smell your breath. Oh, that is rank. I think I need a lie down.
Excuse me there, coming through.
Oh, sorry, old thing, that was just
This is a bit awkward. I beg your pardon. If I could just get round to the...
Now we're dancing.
Yes, quite. Well, this is something about it.
Oh dear, you appear to have tipped me over.
Oh, I'm dreadfully sorry, old chap.
Oh bother. Well, that's how no claim's gone, eh?
Yes, yes, it is. Did I tell you my name?
I don't believe you did.
No, well, cheerio then.
David, can you turn it back off, please? Thank you. I'm Wolverine! Ah! Sabertooth! Wolverine! Sabertooth! Wolverine! Sabertooth! Wolverine! Sabertooth! You can't get me a Wolverine! I'm Sabertooth!
Tuck it in, you know I'm working nights.
That was Lila's favorite. Tag it in, you know I'm working nights. Alright, so what's nice is that I as a teacher can embed YouTube videos directly into it so that we don't have some of the filter issues that we normally have. The last thing that I want you to peek at, and then you can ask me any questions that you want, is now that you've done some assignments, when you go back to your calendar, they should be crossed off. So those assignments that are due tomorrow and the next day, as soon as it loads, you should see that yours are crossed off like a to-do list. So as you do assignments for all of your classes, it will do that for you. Alright, it's about a minute away from your break time. lunchtime. Questions, comments, thoughts? Anything Canvas? Questions, comments, thoughts?
It's lunchtime.
All right, Navani, hit that in button, please.